CTV Community Television presents the Focus Program, hosted by Paul Dingaman.
Welcome to another edition of the Focus Program. My name is Paul Dingaman. I host the program, which brings you some news and information about the Blue Water area, Marine City, St. Clair specifically, what's going on. We have good information for you again today. We've got some special guests from the Visiting Nurses Association and Blue Water Hospice, and let's begin with their new CEO and president down on the end, Mr. David McKay. Welcome to the show, sir.
How are you?
Nice to see you. Mary Beth Fleury is in the
yes,
middle.
Yes, Paul. Thank you.
And down on the end here is Lee Ann. How are you? Good to see you. You guys are here to talk about a couple things that are going on, but let's begin with David about what's happening with Visiting Nurses. It's a wonderful old organization in St. Clair County, and talk to me about it.
VNA has been in the community for 63 years, providing health care to seniors and people from hospital discharges and long-term care facilities. We're very, very proud. Most recently, we received an award from the Center of Medicare and Medicaid Services that they're beginning to determine their quality scores by a 1 to 5 star rating.
Okay.
We most recently have advertised in the paper. We are the only agency in St. Clair County, one of 10 in the state of Michigan, and also the top at 3% of the nation in our quality scores.
Wow, that's tremendous.
This is a huge accomplishment.
Yeah, it really is.
Huge accomplishment. So
takes
very proud.
A team effort, I would imagine, to make that happen.
Absolutely.
How many people are involved in VNA? I mean,
is
it a volunteer thing, or is it an employment thing? Or
we have about 140 people. Out of that, we have about 57 volunteers.
Okay.
Most of the volunteers are hospice volunteers for our hospice home.
Dedicated work.
Dedicated work. Just maybe a little information about our hospice home for people who don't know. It's surprising how many people in the area don't know about the hospice home. Located in Marysville, 2795 Edison Boulevard. It sits on a 2.5 acre pond. Totally, it's about 11.5 acres of garden woodlands.
It's beautiful.
12 beds, 24/7 care. We do a great job with hospice patients there.
One of the unique things about your facility there is that the beds can go right outside.
Absolutely.
That was the thing that impressed me when I had a tour right after it was built.
Right.
That a little bit of fresh air for the patients is marvelous.
Right. We have patios in the back. As you say, the beds actually will fit out the doors, and the way they're designed is they actually raise up on wheels, and you can actually move the patients out for a little bit of sunshine.
Wow.
So
there was a man by the name of Mr. Sowden who passed away recently.
Yes.
And he owned the property originally and had the little lake on it and a beautiful gazebo. Do you still use the gazebo?
We actually do. We actually rent it out for specific purposes, such as we have a small wedding coming up in September.
Oh, what a beautiful spot.
And we've also had small birthday parties and retirement parties and this kind of thing. So as long as it's a smaller type of venue, then a nice place to have it.
Yeah. All right. So you are the CEO
Yes,
and the president.
Yes, sir.
And you've got about 100 and some people working for you. That's a busy job.
It is a busy job.
And you love every minute of it.
Great organization.
Yeah.
Truthfully, a little bit behind that, Paul, is that one of the reasons I actually looked at this position was I sat on the board here for 18 years prior.
Really?
So I know the organization, know what the mission is of the organization, and I was very, very fortunate to secure this position.
Great.
So,
well, we're glad you're here.
thank you.
Now, two of those people that you are with are Mary Beth Fleury and Lee Ann Hart, and you guys are involved. You're an administrative assistant for all of VNA, right?
Actually, I help out in the day program.
Just the day program.
And occasional things up front. But I've done a little bit of everything, event planning, marketing, and the event we're here to talk about is Rockin' the Dock.
Okay. And Rockin' the Dock has got a cute poster here. We'll hold that up and they can zoom in on it for me. Talk to me about it. What is it?
It is a fundraiser, our second annual fundraiser, and this is to benefit the Adult Day program. All proceeds stay local, And we are throwing a big bash at the Bean Dock on August 29th from 5 until 10 p.m.
That's just around the corner.
It is.
What a
It's coming
beautiful
right
spot
up.
to have a party.
We're hoping for good weather.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter because we're undercover, so
Right.
we've got a great venue for this. We have a catered meal. We have live band, the Dynasties, is going to be playing 50s, 60s music all evening, music and dancing. And I have a classic car show lined up, just about
Wow.
a dozen beautiful vehicles, quite an assortment. Really looking forward to this evening. We're encouraging folks to dress up, get out your poodle skirt if you want.
Ah.
It's not required, but the staff will certainly be in the mood and dressed
And
appropriately.
you've got a great chef in Mike Moretz.
We do. We
And
get
what
to
kind of a
taste test.
spread is he going to put out?
We're doing grilled barbecue chicken and pulled pork,
Ooh.
strawberry shortcake for dessert, and all the side
Oh,
dishes.
his strawberry shortcake is just
And ladies, there's a
wonderful.
little chocolate. I put in a request for
Good,
something
good.
chocolate.
He does.
so.
He's a great job.
Right.
Mary Beth, talk to me about your program. What you are the program coordinator for the adult care.
I am.
And as I alluded to at the beginning, it takes a lot of patience.
It does, but it really is a blessing to be able to work with individuals in our community who have a diagnosis of dementia.
Mm-hmm.
It is challenging some days, but we always take a bad situation and try to turn it into a positive outcome for everybody involved, whether it's the individual who attends program and their family members. That's the ultimate goal. At the end of the day, we want the family members to have respite time. So if they are a brother or sister caring for their sibling, if it's somebody that is caring for their parent, that they can continue on with their activities of everyday life during the day, whether it's being involved in volunteer opportunities. Many folks still need to work full-time, and they look for a program where their loved ones can attend. They can be stimulated cognitively, offering exercise, music therapy, physical therapy, music therapy, pet therapy, arts and crafts, outings in the community. We try to come up with new and innovative activities for our clients. We want to keep them engaged. We want to keep their mind active. We want to keep them active physically. So they're busy at program during the day. When their caregiver is working, they go home in the evening. They're ready to wind down and have their dinner, have their bath, and go to bed and start over again the next day. So it allows the caregiver a respite so that they can continue on with everyday life.
It's such a stress for caregivers. If
It
it's
is.
7 days a week, 24 hours a day,
Yeah.
you hear stories so many times of the caregiver burning out.
Right.
And that's what you're trying to prevent.
Exactly. Research has shown that usually the caregiver will pass before the person they're caring for. So they need
Pretty sad.
that outlet so that they can provide the very best care for their loved one.
Your program is talking to people who and serving people who have early stages of dementia, but not Alzheimer's?
No,
Or is it all
Alzheimer's is a
one?
form of dementia. There
Okay.
are over 60 different forms of dementia. Dementia is the umbrella term, and Alzheimer's falls under that umbrella. That's what part of my goal is when speaking with members in the community, is to make them aware that Alzheimer's is a form of dementia.
Okay.
So as long as the individual has a diagnosis of a form of dementia, that could be Parkinson's disease, it can
Okay.
be Lewy body's dementia, there's so many different forms of dementia, then they are able to attend our program. Our program is solely for those individuals with dementia. We are the only program in St. Clair County that has that standard. There are other programs available for folks for the aged who need supervision, but ours is only for dementia patients.
Okay. Is there a charge for the patient?
There is a charge for the patient. It is nominal.
Okay.
We are finding now that some insurance companies are starting to cover the
Wonderful.
cost of daycare, but we would really like to work with the Veterans Association.
Okay.
And they do not currently cover daycare services in St. Clair County. And we have a large veterans population in St. Clair County, and they're important.
That's right.
And we need to take care of them. They perform their service for us, for our country, and we really need to back them, back their families, and have the VA come up here and understand that our veterans need this service. It's a
How can
hardship
people help?
for some
How can
families.
people help you to get the VA off dead center?
Well,
Right,
talk
their
to your
congressman?
Exactly.
talk to your congressman, talk to your VA representative. They can help other families in our community by attending an event such as Rock in the Dock. Help spread the word about dementia and Alzheimer's. we are doing everything that we can to help these families to access services that they need.
How many patients or clients do you have currently, round figure?
Right now, we have 27 clients enrolled for program services.
And they come in the morning,
Yes.
spend the day with you, and where do they come?
We are at 1430 Military Street, downtown Port Huron.
Near the YMCA there?
Yep, it's right in front of the
big, beautiful
YMCA. It is. We have a beautiful facility. We offer a free day for anyone interested in coming in and trying our services. And we want to make sure that it is the best fit for the individual. We are a very active group. My staff is very creative. Oftentimes, we are able to provide services for anyone that comes to our program.
Sure.
If it's not an appropriate fit, then we will refer them to another agency, or we also have our private duty care, where a trained aide will go to the home and develop a plan of care with the family members.
Wow.
So they can help with bathing, food preparation, light housework, or they can take them out to appointments in the community. They can take them to happenings in the community so that the individual is still able to have a full and active, happy life.
This Rock in the Dock is to raise money for your operation.
Yes, it is.
His operation, are you supported by United Way?
We're the same operation.
We are the same.
Well, but you,
Yep.
you have a bigger umbrella.
We do have community partners, Paul. We have Community Mental Health, which
Okay.
actually helps with special care services and Mary Beth's program. We have United Way.
Okay.
We also have AAA 1B. We also have Family Independence Agency. And
So there's
other
outside supporting groups that are
community
helping.
groups, but we also have a lot of donors who want to continue our mission. So
That's great work. Well, let's remind them when this is.
It is Saturday, August 29th, and I forgot to say that tickets are $40 each, 2 for $75. You can host a family table of 8 for $300, and we are taking corporate sponsorships at $400 and $500, and that would include some type of advertising. We'll do a radio spot, pull a newspaper ad in thanks for that.
So you got a great barbecue, a great view of the river,
Yes.
nice music, classic automobiles on display, and good companionship and good friends, people around.
It's going
That's
to be a
all
fun
for a
time.
good cause.
All for a good cause. Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Thank
Leanne,
you.
we're glad we got together on
Paul,
this.
thank you.
Nice seeing you again. Good luck there, boss. So we popped my prop over. That's the first segment of today's show. Coming up next is another friend by the name of Colleen DeLong from Fifth Third. She's got some important information for us, and we'll be right back. One of the organizations that just never stops doing things for the community is a little place called Fifth Third Bank. It's not a little place. Here is their, what's your new title? Vice President, Community Executive, friend, Colleen DeLong.
Thank you, Paul.
And with her is Jay Huthwaite, right? Did I
Correct.
pronounce it right?
You did.
Relationship Manager. You're both representing a great organization that just never stops doing things in the community. How have you been?
Been great. We've been busy, and we continue to stay busy, and I'm so excited that you have us here today to share what we're doing.
Well, I saw, and I'll hold this up for the camera, I saw that the great big bus is coming to St. Clair County. They're going to be at a private sort of an affair at a plant, but it spurred my thoughts and questions about what is this what do they call it?
Yeah, it's
We
called
call
the
it the
e-bus.
E-bus.
That's right.
What does the e-bus do, and what's it tell us? So I thought I'd better get you in here to tell me about this.
Well, the e-bus is a community resource that we're really proud of working with our community. We actually bring a bus that has all of the equipment in it that a traditional bank branch would have.
Oh, okay, good.
And so what we do is we work with folks within our communities, and we help them by pulling their credit reports, helping them understand what's in their credit reports. Also
That's
talk.
very confusing.
Yeah, and sometimes I think people just kind of put that on the back shelf. And so this is an opportunity to come and take advantage of the resources and take advantage of professional resources that are there to help guide them through. So if you find some blemishes on your credit report, it gives you the ability to know exactly how to take care of those.
Yeah, when did you have that hospital stay or that
Right.
wound? Why, that's 12 years ago. Why is it still here? That kind of question?
That kind of question comes up often, and in most cases, we help people find things that have prohibited them from gaining credit in certain situations. And so they get the credit decision if they maybe go buy a car or go to try and buy a car, and they say you've been declined to buy a car. They don't really come and understand why that was declined. What we do is we help them by pulling their credit report and helping understand what's on the credit report, how we can help you clean it up if it's something that doesn't actually pertain to you. And then I think really go forward with getting the credit back in line in good shape.
Good. That's what it's called. It's E. I'm going to find it here.
Well, that E stands for empowerment.
Yep.
So
Okay.
it's our empowerment bus, but we shorten it up to be E-bus. And pulling the credit report and really helping consumers know more about where they stand with credit is just one little piece of it.
Very.
I mean, from health screenings, it could be dental screenings, or we're partnering with Carmanos.
Really?
And so they take care of free mammograms and for those that need it, that may
Right.
not have health care, to different grants that might be available for home improvement.
Wow.
For different areas within our footprint, because we cover quite a
Right.
variety of cities throughout eastern Michigan.
Right.
So anything that we can help improve the lives of those in our communities.
And it can't be said enough, the e-bus can't exist without the support and help of our community partners. And so, like Colleen mentioned, we have a relationship with Carmanos. And we also have other relationships that are related to health, home efficiency. So we even have experts come there and talk to you about how can we help you make your home more efficient to save you some money and to ultimately help our environment out. So
One of the things that's highlighted here is the Job Seeker Toolkit.
Yeah.
What's that?
So, right now we're trying to get Michigan and Detroit in particular back working. And so Southeast Michigan, we have the e-bus coming, and we focus on the Job Seekers Toolkit. And so folks who are looking for a job but that don't have the skill set or are not prepared to really get into the job market, we talk with them about how we can help them get back into the job market. We actually have a database full of
Where to look.
employers who are looking
for people?
Yeah, looking for people. And then we make sure that their resume is on point. And so
Well, you're giving loans to businesses.
We are.
And you're with them in contact with them, so you know when they're looking for people.
And we know what they're looking for.
Right.
And, making sure that we fit not only the person that's possibly on the e-bus searching for a job, but what are their talents, what trades do they know, and a lot of people really don't, if you look back, don't have a lot of the computer skills, and how many people are really taking applications face-to-face anymore? It's all online, so it's giving them the tools and showing them where they're at so that they can get their name out there and be hired.
Right.
a lot of times your skill set doesn't necessarily translate on paper. And so that's where I think resume professionals and business professionals in general come into play. So they can look at your resume and help you make quick alterations that now are more appealing to that HR manager.
I see also money management and planning guidance. There was a great thing that happened out at St. Clair High the end of last semester where a young man, in fact two young men, had worked with H&R Block, and one of them won a $100,000 scholarship to the University of
That's
Michigan
awesome.
because they got into planning and organizing their
Budgeting,
their
yeah.
budgeting and those kind of things. So, but that was just two kids. They
Right.
were exceptional young men. So you're going to help people, everyday people like you and me, like me.
Yep. Every person, not everybody has a budget, not everybody knows how a budget can work or help them. Money managing tools and guiding them actually not only on our own website, but others to help them have those tools available. So really it's not a one size fits all. It's taking a look at that person that's in front of us and seeing what tools do they need, what do they need, and what keeps them up at night.
Right,
And
right.
that's the hard question. And
Right.
a lot of times it turns right back to finances. And
Yes.
when they can get their
the
finances.
stress in finance is terrible.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So get your finances in order, and not only will your health improve, but hopefully your family and your work-life balance improves.
The fact here about the bus, I just think it's amazing. It's going to be in St. Clair County and Putty Gut Road next week, but it's going to make 249 stops to 123 cities.
And 20 of them right here in the eastern Michigan footprint.
Wow.
Yeah.
And welcoming nearly 400,000 people aboard. That's just amazing. What an effort by a bank to go out. I think you should be saluted for that, to go out and try and
Thank
help
you.
people and help educate them. That's really great.
What's neat too is you look at each one of those stops. Each one of those stops focus on a city, and then we look at our internal staff. So we staff it from with everyone and the Fifth Third team, from our folks who are working in the financial centers
To
right through to
legal.
commercial bankers, legal team. So we're there as the business professionals, and we can certainly help folks. But then we also don't exist, that eBus isn't successful without the community relationships. And so community relationships within those stops are unique to each one of those stops. And so it really gives a lot of different focus and light on those community groups.
Nonprofit organizations that are within our own community that'll be stopping
Yeah.
by and helping and letting them know of resources that are available to them as well.
You brought along a little flyer here, which is on the screen. Help Fight Cancer, essential checking account, $150. And do you want to talk personally about Mr. McDreamy?
Dr. McDreamy.
Dr. McDreamy.
Dr. McDreamy. No, he just he happens to be one of our spokespersons, but thank you for bringing up what's near and dear to my heart, because there's so many of us that, I mean, I can't believe that there's a person out there that hasn't been affected or touched by cancer. And one thing that Fifth Third has done, we've partnered with Stand Up to Cancer, and we've given, to
Last year, more than $4.1
Yeah.
million.
Marvelous.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Yeah.
marvelous.
So not only can we do that as a corporation, but we're doing that and we're asking for everyone to help us. So those that don't bank with us currently, but they're looking for a bank, they're looking to change, maybe they're just looking to start an account, maybe they just got hired somewhere. We have a great promotion through October 17th where you open up a checking account, you have direct deposit and pay 3 bills online. We're going to give you, the consumer, $150.
Beautiful.
But we're also going to give Stand Up to Cancer
Oh,
$150.
you're gonna match it.
We're going to match
Oh,
it
marvelous.
on their behalf.
Oh my God, that's wonderful.
And even better, if you already bank with us, or even if you don't bank with us, if you're out there on social media anywhere, Twitter, Facebook, whatever, and then you just go in and you put #HowIFight.
Yeah.
And we want everyone to do this, because for every time that someone has #HowIFight out there on,
Okay, there
on
it is.
social media, then Fifth Third's giving $1 to Stand Up to Cancer.
Oh, okay.
So, and that's continuous all the way through October 17th. So the more we can do that, we want to give more money. We want to find
Yeah.
a cure. That's what it's ultimately
That's
about.
wonderful. Okay, that's the hashtag,
Yeah.
How I Fight. So
That's right.
great.
Yeah.
All right. Did we miss anything?
I think
I'm
we
glad
got
you
it
guys
all.
came in, and it all was spurred by the picture of a bus that people may see in
Right.
St. Clair County next
right.
week. So
Absolutely.
at least they'll know what the bus was about.
That's right.
And we gave them a little more information. The e-bus tour.
Absolutely.
That's
And
right.
hopefully we can bring it back
Thank
to
you.
St. Clair
Nice to
County
meet you.
next
My
year
pleasure.
Always
in a
nice
couple
to see
different
you.
spots.
Yes, okay. We'll
Perfect.
do that.
Thanks, Paul.
That's about it for this edition of the Focus program. Thanks very much for tuning in. Till next time, I'm Paul Dingeman. See you soon.
Thank you.
Tune in again soon for another episode of Focus. Make sure to check CTV out on www.watchctv.org or like us on Facebook.